The dip. Have you ever quit at something, or maybe you haven't quit yet, but you just feel so guilty that you might be wasting your life away without actually seeing any results? Well, then you'd be feeling like most of the people in this world who don't know how to quit strategically. Sounds interesting, right? Welcome to my channel, everybody. This is Evan Dangerfield. I'm Evan Dangerfield. Usually my channel is about film and how to become a filmmaker, because I'm not like a full-time filmmaker yet, but my dream and passion lies there. And so this channel is about, all the failures and successes and my tips and the gear that I use, and all about film. For those of you out there who don't already know, I love reading personal development books. It was something that my dad ingrained in me as a kid. There's some books that I really think have applied directly into, well, honestly, it applies to any field that you're in, studying in, or working in. But I really love it because it helps me better myself and better my interaction with other people. And I really do believe that this book that I'm about to share with you today, I'm not going to say life-changing because that's kind of like cliche, right? It's mindset changing, and hence, therefore, can be life-changing if you take the appropriate steps and actions to do so. So, without further ado, you already know the book title, The Dip. And yes, this is a Kindle because I do not have the physical book. I need to buy it because, yeah, it's just that good. So I'm just going to give you a little preview and then my thoughts on the subject, kind of like intertwined in the same sentence. First epiphany that I had during this book: it's okay to quit. It's just because we don't have enough time to do everything, and we prioritize the things that are most important to us. So yes, it's okay to quit. Second epiphany. But first, let me explain to you what the dip actually is. So imagine a dip, a line going like this, right? So when you're starting something new, when you're learning something new, there's always a little bit of a good part, where you're learning stuff and it's fun and new and you're excited. And then after that fades away, you go into what is called the dip. Canning, you're going to use this all the time once you read this book. You go into the dip. And this dip is basically where you have to drudge through all the slow times, the no clients, it could be a huge learning curve, or a very slow progression at your art, your photography, or whatever you do, that you can't see a lot of progress, and it's just hard times. However, if you're able to get through it, and depending on each person and depending on each skill or thing that you want to learn, it varies on how long you're going to be in the dip. So you don't actually really know, but you can look to other people and kind of judge for yourself when you do the research. But at the end of this dip is where you're going to receive the most rewards, or the highest, ROI, return on investment. ROI? Yep. And that's where you get all the benefits from what you did before without getting any benefits. Another epiphany that I had is realizing when you are in a dip. This actually happened recently with my new film career. I was looking online for a lens that I really wanted. I found it, and a guy was selling it for a couple $100 off. And I was negotiating with him, like, hey, I'm a filmmaker, and I sent him, this is so embarrassing, I sent him a video that I did to show him, look, this is who I am. Let's work it out. He watched the video, and he sent me this paragraph, and I was like, oh my gosh, what? This is somebody that I never met before. He's like, look, I don't mean to be harsh. I'm also a film enthusiast, but he said he feels like he has enough experience in this department to be able to critique my work. He started ripping on it. This was, the settings were off, the lighting was bad, the music was, the sound effects were non-existent. I felt like that was epiphany for me. Right then, I was, of course, hurt, and I was like, oof, ouch, oh, yeah, that's nice, stake to the heart. But honestly, it was so valuable for me to get that feedback, because I was not getting clients because of my attitude being I'm already a filmmaker. And so when you say that, and then you show work that's not quality, you've lost a client. and they'll probably never talk to you again. And so I changed my approach and actually started saying to people and businesses that I walk into that I'm a film student. And that got me in the door and interested, had a lot more interested clients than anything else did so far, because my work is that quality right now. So, and I'm obviously, with each project, I'm learning so much, and I'm doubling the quality of my projects. But I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't had that epiphany that, like, you're not so good, dude. I don't think I'm completely in the bottom of the dip, but I think I'm like at the start of the dip, where it's like I'm still learning a lot and still enjoying it, but there's going to be a moment that, like, right now is hard, so I feel like I'm already in it. It's going to be a little bit longer before I get out of the dip and start seeing the returns on my investment. And that's where it all comes into, is your basically risk management or risk assessment of things that you want to do in your life, and you have to manage that. So that's I think the fourth epiphany is how to manage your decisions wisely, instead of making rash decisions like, I'm gonna be a professional basket weaver. Instead of like jumping into something like that, do a little bit of research, ask or interview people that have done it before, and see if that's actually something you'd be interested in. There's some decisions in life that are big decisions that they require that type of attention. Also, a side note that I wanted to include, don't be afraid of trying new things. This book kind of installed in me a fear of trying new things, because so much wasted time if it doesn't work out. It's not talking about that. It's talking about, you can try new things, but like how much time you're going to invest in it. You could take skiing, for example. I'm a moderate skier, and I don't plan to become expert and start making money from it. And that's okay. Like, you can do things for leisure. That's totally fine. You can have just fun with things. The fifth thing that I want to talk about is, once you are in the dip and you're committed to that and you're passionate about it, don't give up, ever. As the legend Jim Rohn would always talk about, his parable of the crabs. I think this came from Jim Rohn. And the crab story is that when one crab enters a trap, other crabs will come to like get the food and stuff. Once the food is gone, the crabs will try to climb out. The other crabs on the bottom will hold back, even tear off limbs of these crabs trying to get out of the cage, in order for everybody to stay in the same place. And I don't know the psychology behind it, but that's what it is. And that can totally be applied to, your day-to-day life. Maybe a family member that was like, oh, you really gonna do that? And they install a little bit of doubt in you at a time, dragging you down to the level that they are ultimately. That right there, that passion, that is what separates you from all the rest. So don't give that up, no matter what. So I hope you guys enjoyed this different kind of a video. Let me know if you guys like these kind of videos, and comment down below. Also give it a like. And if you guys are epic and awesome, go share this video with your friends. That's the only way we're gonna grow, guys. You guys are awesome. We have 651 subscribers right now. That's a freaking huge family. So thank you very much. A little applause there. And yeah, keep being strong and cool as you are. And if you guys want to support my channel in any way, I mean, you have two ways to do it. You could go purchase some t-shirts from Fresh Clean Tees and have your own little minimalistic lifestyle wardrobe change, or just add a few t-shirts to your current wardrobe lifestyle stuff. And 10% of that will go to me at no extra cost to you guys. That's super cool. Make sure you guys use the discount code DangerTees. The other way is to support me on my GoFundMe. If you guys are like super generous and you're like, this guy's cool, I like his information, then go just visit my site and drop 10 bucks in there. That's great for me. $2, $1, whatever your budget can allow. Thank you guys so much for watching once more, and always remember to always be creative, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I don't know what to do. I love reading books, especially personal development books, and I thank my dad for getting me into this. So for those of you who don't know, I love reading personal development. For this book that I'm about to share with you, let's take an example. Excuse me. And we are ready to roll. I really hope this is in focus. If this isn't in focus, I'm going to be very, very mad. Buy some t-shirts from Fresh Clean Tees using the buy some t-shirt and buy some what's something that I was like really into and then stopped doing? Soccer. And one more time, thank you guys for watching. Make sure, and remember, you guys, wait, let's try it again.